Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We have crossed the noon hour here at Strokers in Palm Harbor, Florida. Welcome to coverage of the U.S. Amateur Championship, brought to you by the American Pool Players Association. Our streaming coverage provided by our friends at PoolDog.com. I'm your host, Jason Bowman. I got a special guest commentator with me, Richard Andrews. Of course, you might remember Richard. He was my broadcast partner last year. And
so glad to be back.
Veteran of many U.S. Amateur Championships.
Yep.
So it's great to have him on the stream. And in just a minute, I'm going to explain why it's even better than normal to have you here, Richard. Real quick, though, let's look at the tournament format for you. Those of you that may not be familiar, it's a race to 7, combination of 8-ball, 9-ball. We're going to see 5 games of 8-ball, 8 games of 9-ball. Depending on how things play out, right, depending on the score, this match is going to start in the 8-ball set. It is double elimination. Both of these players have absorbed a loss at this point in the tournament, so following this round, one of them will be heading home. One of them will continue on the one-loss side of the bracket. The winner of the lag chooses the break or the format. I believe in this case the winner of the lag chose to take the break, and so we are, again, starting in the 8-ball format. Your players this afternoon, Danny Andrews, Birmingham, Alabama. I don't know, maybe relation to Richard.
Yeah.
We'll talk a little bit about that. And then
I know him.
Jacob Watson from Lindale, Texas. Before we go to the table, let's hear a quick word from our friends at PoolDog.com.
Tired of the same old when you're buying billiard supplies? Come shop with the big dogs at PoolDog.com. You want pool cues? We've got over 700. Balls, cases, accessories, no problem. Want help with your game? How does hundreds of free training articles sound? Want to shop offline? We'll mail you a free catalog. Hit us up online, PoolDog.com, or call 866-843-3294.
Players are ready here at the table. You're seeing Jacob Watson in the background there, and we'll see him soon enough, is Dr. Danny Andrews. And for the first time, I think, that I can recall, we have a father, Richard Andrews, commentating the match of his son, Danny Andrews. So
Yeah.
that's kind of a cool thing, Richard. And,
It is.
I know you're excited.
Yeah, I'm really excited. I'm also excited to see Jacob play here because I noticed him last year playing, and he caught my eye as a very good player.
Great
so
young player.
This should be a good match.
And just like that,
Yeah.
he's got an 8 on the break. He's up
Wow.
1-0. That's a tough way to start.
Yeah.
At least from Daniel's perspective. But, race to 7, long way to go. I think that's the first 8 on the break I've seen since we've been streaming. So, Richard, tell us a little bit about Daniel.
Well, he started when he was had to shoot overhanded, but so I got him a short stick, and he wasn't tall enough to reach.
Wow.
He's reaching overhanded.
32 years
Yeah.
old.
Yeah, he's.
He said that in his bio. He said he's been playing since he could see over the table.
Yeah,
Started
yeah,
with Dad.
yeah, and so
Nice.
he's been around it for a long time, and he's actually my dentist now. That's why he's Dr. Andrews. But yeah, he's a good player. He's been playing a lot here lately.
Nice. The first time he's qualified for the U.S. Amateur
Yeah,
Championship,
he's tried a few
right?
times, and this year was the first time qualified down in Mobile.
Nice. So Daniel prepares the rack there. We'll see Jacob Watson break again. Jacob from Lindale, Texas, 22 years old, been playing pool for 7 years, and he's been here a couple times now. I know he was here last year. Let's see. Yeah, he's been here 4 times now. So
Yeah.
for a young player,
Yeah.
he's been here since he was 18 years old. Pretty
Yeah,
impressive.
He plays really well.
Take a look at that rack. Giving it a good look.
Yeah.
Again, if you're just joining us, coverage of the U.S. Amateur Championship, Jacob Watson, Danny Andrews. Jacob leads 1-0 thanks to an 8 on the break.
Let's see if that 8-ball moves this time.
Got it moving
straight
again.
toward the hole.
Got it moving again.
and
There
in.
it goes. Wow.
Wow. I wonder if that's the first time in U.S. amateur history for 2 8-balls on the break in a row.
When you
especially
saw
on
how
the TV
long
table.
you saw how long he looked at that rack.
Yeah.
Wow.
And
A tough start for Junior here, Richard. Man.
Yeah. And
Hasn't even
and you can't say that if Jacob were racking the balls, and you could say, oh, maybe he's doing something
Right.
a little strange there, but
wow.
But Danny's racking them, and And, wow, that's amazing.
Yeah. So 2-8 on the breaks in a row. Jacob Watson now up 2-0, race to 7. So is it a little family weekend? Did I see is your wife here with you?
Yes,
yeah, nice.
Yeah, she's here.
Mom and Dad here watching Danny in his first U.S. Amateur Championship appearance. I should be saying Dr. Andrews.
Dr. Andrews. And, he had a match with Dean Vince last night, and we met Dean and his dad, Dave, 8 years ago at this – I believe it was 8 years ago at this event, and we played a Scotch doubles match, father-son match with the guys. And ever since then, we've been saying, we've got to get together. Well, last night we got together again.
Nice.
And guess what? They beat us
again.
No. Yep, a Scotch doubles match. Yeah. But we'll match up with them again.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll beat them next time.
Pretty awesome, though, to be able for you two to be able to share this experience together.
It really is.
That's a neat thing.
Yeah.
That's a neat thing. Well, you've been coming to the U.S. Amateur for
since
a long time.
2004.
Okay, yeah, a long time. Hartford. Is that where we were back then? Were we
Berlin,
in
Connecticut.
We were still in Connecticut,
year.
okay.
Yeah.
And it was Hartford for a couple of years after that.
Yeah.
I prefer Tampa personally. Nothing against the Northeast, but man, it sure is a lot warmer down here.
It's a little bit nicer
Richard's
weather down here.
Richard's got his shorts on and his polo shirt. Looks like you just off the golf
course. Yeah, they made
course.
fun of me when I left Huntsville yesterday, Birmingham,
all right,
about having shorts on.
Third break now for Jacob Watson. Can he do it 3 times in a row?
Let's see. Let's see what happens to that 8-ball this time.
Not this time.
Just a little bit of movement.
Does get a ball on the break, though. Now, if you're Daniel and you've got some good insight on your son's mindset, I mean, what's he thinking at this point? I mean, he's had really no opportunity. Jacob hasn't done much, but just the 2 breaks.
He's thinking, give me a shot at the table.
Yeah.
Oh.
Looking over Jacob's resume here. Pretty accomplished young player. Seeing lots of junior and state titles mixed in here. Pretty impressive.
Yeah, he didn't really have anything good to shoot at. This is a really bad layout for either stripes or solids at this point. The 6 is blocking the 14, and it's really a mess right now.
Our first chance to see Daniel at the table.
Yeah, and he's not looking at anything good from here either. That was a good shot by Jacob to put him down on the end like that. I suspect he'll roll that 11 into the corner. Okay, where's the – okay.
If you want to –
yeah. Can you make it thinner like –
there you go.
Because I noticed earlier
there you go.
It was too fat.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so as Richard indicated, a little bit of a mess there in the bottom part of the table is going to slow things down here considerably.
Yeah, this is going to allow him to open that up, though. The problem where he ended up there because he could make that ball and push the other one over a little bit and still maintain shape on that ball. And now he's got a decent out. The only trouble I see is the one down there by that. I'm surprised he's shooting this one right now. Because I don't think the 14 goes clean on that side. I thought he should have taken the 14 in the other corner while he had a chance, unless it goes clear by the 6. Because there was only that one hole for it. Again, if it goes clear over there, he's fine. And a lot of times you can't tell from the booth. Yeah.
Going to bring Danny back to the table. Does he prefer Danny, Daniel, Dr. Andrews?
Well, he grew up being called Danny, and then he's been called Daniel as well. So it's Daniel, At work, he's called Dr. Andrews. So,
There we go. Well,
and I've been calling him Dr. Andrews since he graduated from dental school.
Dr. Andrews, 32 years old, lives in Birmingham. Plays out of Bumper's Billiards in Hoover. Notes them as his sponsor. So
I was going to say that. They're sponsoring him, and I guess it's a little too cold in here for him to show he's got his jacket over the shirt that has bumpers on it.
You're in shorts, he's in a jacket. So.
Well, I got a little bit more insulation.
Northern blood? You got some northern blood in you?
On me than he does. It might have been good right then if he could have drawn that in and knocked that stripe that's right next to his 3. If he could have knocked that out, that would have been good. What I'm talking about here, let's see if I can draw it. If he could have done that right there and knocked that out, that would have been good.
Just hit the little delete button there.
Right there?
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah, we got a new toy since last year. Some more things for us to play with back here.
I really wanted it last year, and y'all said, yeah, we're going to have it next year.
On it, yeah.
So this is really nice. You're just drawing it with your fingers. Really pretty good. That just made things a little tougher for him right there. So now he's going to show off for bumpers.
I think he must have heard us.
Yeah, he got a little warm, I think. The pressure, knowing he's on the TV. And
is this his first match on the stream? At least the stream table. I know we had the alternate table too.
I think it is.
Yeah. You stream any of his other matches on your own? Did you?
Some. Yeah.
Yeah. I know you're big. Have you been doing any streaming?
No.
You've been so busy with work and stuff.
I hadn't been shooting pool or doing any of my own streaming at all. I do enjoy that, though. He's going to play this off of the 14, looks like. That's a good shot right there. But,
very nice.
But he doesn't have anything after this. He's going to have to play some type of safety, it looks like, unless it may be a little dangerous, but there's a chance to make this 2-ball. Oh,
the other view there?
Yeah, I think so.
There
A chance to make this 2-ball over here off of that. There's a terrible line there, but off of that 8. But then you roll that 8, you'd stand a chance of doing something with the 8. But if he does that, then he might be able to hold the cue ball over in this area, and then bank that ball over here. The 3-ball. No, he's not going to do that. He's going to play safe. This is a better shot, I think, to go ahead and play safe there. But he's going to see what Jacob has to offer here now.
Again, if you're just joining us, coverage of the U.S. Amateur Championship here at Strokers in Palm Harbor. Jacob Watson, Danny Andrews, an early afternoon action. Jacob up 2-0 thanks to 2 8 on the breaks consecutively.
That's what Danny was hoping for right there, was
right.
Leave him long like that, hope that he misses, and now he can make this 2 in the side and set up for that bank on the 3-ball across the side. He's got to make sure that he gets an angle to where he doesn't double kiss the cue ball, where the 3 doesn't come off the rail and hit the cue ball again. This is going to be really important here to get the right angle. Or run into it. That will almost work. I think he may have a chance to actually do this, but then it's going to be tough to put the cue ball into a position. Yeah, it's really tough to get the cue ball into a position to make the 8 next. There's a chance that he could do that and then kind of draw the cue ball around like that, but it's really tough. You know, he's thinking through all of that and visualizing all of that and going through the processes in his mind, as to, seeing what happens with the cue ball, you know, kind of visualizing all of it right now. When a player gets up there, he's going through 1,000 different scenarios in just a few seconds, you know.
Mm-hmm. Bring Jacob back to the table.
Yeah, and he's got that easy 9 now to set up for everything else. So he's got to really good chance of getting out at this point.